All right, fellas, let's take a look here. I was wanting to cut grass this morning, and man, it rained early this morning, and the grass is just soaking wet. So I'm hoping after lunch maybe I can get out here, because we also got some. Wife and I went to Lowe's and bought some little bit of fencing and some metal poles. We're going to plant these blackberry bushes we got here. We got two of them. We're going to plant those over on the other side of the small shed there. Kind of get us some blackberries. We had blackberries years ago, and we're going to grow some more. So, all right, guys, let's get in here. I got a finished model I'm going to show you. I got that 35 Ford done, but you know, guys, let's do that time and temperature check here. It is about 10 after 10 in the morning. 77 degrees out here in the garage. 60% humidity. It's a little humid outside. The humidity's probably higher outside than it is in the garage. But all right, guys, let's get into it here. Here we go. There's no box. I normally have the box back here, the kit to show you, but there is no box on this, guys, because this was printed out on my 3D printer right there. I bought that file and printed out everything on here. Let me get my pointer. Everything on this build was printed out from this kit, and the only thing that was not included was the wiring, that XL coil there, and the license plate bracket and license plate back here. I added that on there. I thought I'd give it a little bit more of a touch. But guys, I tell you what, you know what, this was my first 3D print of an entire kit and putting it together, and it had its challenges, and working with the 3D stuff is a little bit different. And I tell you what, guys, I learned a lot on this one, and this is definitely not my best work, but it came out okay, and I'm gonna do better on the next one. But daggone, I tell you what too, trying to I taped that off on the top, and I used bare metal foil. Put a big sheet of bare metal foil in there and cut it out. And my hands just shake too much anymore to get that stuff really nice looking, so it didn't come out all that great. And same on the running boards, not as good as I used to years ago, but she came out pretty good. I like the because you guys, you can't get this 35 Ford Coupe as a kit, and this one is chopped. But basically it's stock. But the old boy that's got this one, he chopped it and lowered it down and put those steelies on it there and those dog dish hubcaps, and made him a little hot rod out of it. I think she comes up pretty good. There was some question about the deck lid back here. Now we know that the 35 was produced, you can get it either way, with or without the rumble seat. But I'm like the one fellow was saying, you would think that deck lid, if it didn't have the rumble seat, that deck lid would be a lot bigger, kind of like the 40 Fords. The deck lid would be all the way down here because they had huge trunks on them. But guys, back in the day, that's why some of those old Fords are called business coupes, because those salesmen, they practically lived out of their car, had everything in the back, right? I put on the radiator hoses there. That's what I've been doing lately. Instead of putting bare metal foil around there to look like hose clamps, I've been putting a little piece of wire around there. I think it looks pretty cool. I think I like that a little bit better. But guys, this was painted. Let me show you here. This was painted with the Tamiya's. Where's it at here? TS81 Royal Light Gray. That came out okay, I guess. And then let me get her here, boys. And then the running boards, the rag top, and the front of the grill there was painted with this Tamiya's XF85 rubber black. That's some pretty cool stuff. And you can get that in a spray also. I really like it, because here it is. It's a TS82 in the spray, rubber black. That's some good stuff right there. I mean, I use that spray on the tires and everything. Use it on these. It just gives a good effect. You can see here, look at the black tires. That's that rubber black. I use it on all these. just gives it such a good effect versus the black shiny tires you get in the kit. They just too toyish to me, you know. Yeah, I found that license plate bracket and the license plate in the parts box and thought it would look pretty cool on there. So I had to cut the glass for this too. Of course, you know, you don't get any glass, and these are pretty simple because they're basically flat, pretty much. The door handles and the deck lid handle and all that stuff, I think I painted that. Let me get that here. I'm gonna show you guys because they don't sell it anymore. That's the old Model Masters paint. I don't even know what it's called. Just chrome. It's so old. I think it's just called chrome. But that's what I painted that with, the old Model Masters paint. Now guys, you notice there's no hood on that? I'm gonna tell you about this now. Here's the hood. Second hood. And it hasn't been cleared yet. And the first hood, after I got everything together, well, let me go back a little bit. Before I painted everything, it fit pretty good. It was a snug fit, but it fit pretty good. But after I painted all this and got the clear on, then when I went to put the hood on, it would go on and just spring right back up. I couldn't get it, like it was too wide. So I thought, what the heck? So I printed another one out and painted it, and I thought, let me give her a shot before I clear this, and it's doing the same thing. So I'll tell you what, on this 3D printed plastic, the paint thickness makes a big difference because the tolerances on this is so close. So had to leave the hood off, I guess. I don't think I'll probably clear it and put that in the display case, but for right now, this is the way it's going to look. I just like those red steelies, and I painted the engine block red to match, and then let's see if we can get here the old gear shift in there. You see that? I painted it red too. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that. All right, guys. I don't want to keep it too much longer, but I got the 35 Ford 3-window coupe chopped, completed. Glad to get this one done, guys. I think she looks pretty cool. I'm happy with her anyway, except for that daggone hood. But is what it is, right? All right, guys. I'm done.